Well, thankfully it's Vogue, and he's one of the best rhythm guitarists on the planet. I don't think he can make a guitar sound bad if he tried.
Man, he is such a good guitarist. I even remember when we were tracking the drums, we had to figure out, like, we had to get some sort of scratch guitar. And the first sound he picked was sounding awesome directly. And he wasn't happy with that. So we had to try another one and another one and another one. But everyone sounded good to me. Of course, it's because he's such a good guitarist. It's all in the hand. And what I'm usually doing, but I'm getting like a bunch of microphones on, in this case, like 2 different cabinets, first soloing it and then checking out which one's most appealing to me. And I'm having that as the foundation. And then I'm seeing the microphones just like EQs, more or less. So I'm not starting with Pro Q3 like individually first. I'm first trying to blend them in a good way, of course. But see all these mics as EQ. Of course, it's low now because all this was going to the same bus. So it looks like I kind of had this one as a main mic. So what I'm usually doing then is finding that one that I want to start with, which I guess was this one, and then match all microphones in. Let's take all down here. That's more or less how I start when I'm getting multiple channels of microphones. But just together, how it's like it's solving some of the phase problems and it's creating new phase problems. But, you know, by fiddling around with this, you'll kind of create the actual sound.
I think it's a really good way to get a unique guitar tone. And that's something that I think is difficult because at this point, there's been so many metal bands that have recorded metal songs. And, you know, a lot of times everybody's just like, yeah, we all think a Phoebe 5150 block letter is great for metal. So it's, you know, sometimes it just wins shootout after shootout after shootout. And you're like, boy, I really want to come up with something different for this song other than how the guitar player picks. So here's a great way to do it because now you can literally EQ it into something that you might not necessarily start off with in your head, but you arrive at through experimentation that inspires you, and you get a really cool, unique guitar sound that's a totally different take on, say, 5150 that anybody else has.
Yeah, you're right. I think we're on to something, at least a good start, trying to implement that on the other tracks. So this is kind of the same balance, but on the other set of guitars, same cab, same mics. That sounds pretty solid. That's the first pair. Just to be sure, let's do the same thing here really quick. Yeah, it's pretty good balance between the mics, but there are some wobbly frequencies that needs to be dealt with. And that's probably what I had going on the master bus. Run that through 2 buses. The first pair on bus 1 and second on bus 2. What did I do? That's a pretty cool thing. Maybe a bit too much, but just adding the air. Let's do that. So I've been fiddling around with something. Ooh. I don't know why I was on that frequency. Maybe it's for another part in the song where I felt that that one was needed. It definitely takes it out of the box, for sure.
That top end boost in that guitar is beautiful. It sounds so good. Wow.
Yeah, this one is really cool. I'm not certain about this, and for sure I could definitely cut more in the low end. This is a key thing for sure. That resonance, tame that. Especially when there's a lot of guitars, not cool things. Just by hearing that alone, I'm only hearing that frequency right now.
Metallica and Justice for All, watch out. We're coming for you.
Am I screwing it up right now?
No, it sounds incredible. I love the absolute hatred of mids. I mean, it sounds so good.
And due to that, I needed to cut the high mid or low highs. Let's try something crazy. It was like tuning the guitar in a way. get a bit deaf after a while by listening to these notched notes.
Dude, it sounds insane.